Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create an offset in the Silhouette Studio software. And we're going to do it around text. You can do it around any shape or any object, but for this purpose we're going to do it around text. So I'm going to choose the text tool. I like to draw over on the left hand side of the workspace. Don't know why, it just kind of makes it easier to see without the complication of all of the lines over here. So we're going to do some text, and then I'm going to click on that text again because I want to change the font. So you come over here and you open your text style panel, and I'll just choose, I'll find a font that I like. And we'll go ahead and just choose that one. Now, once I've done that, I do like to color them so I can see them. I'm going to make it a little larger, just so you can see a little bit better how I'm working with it. But not only that, I'm going to go ahead, right click, and weld. And before you hit weld, you do need to make sure that this box is around your text so that your text is selected. And then hit weld. And what that's going to do is it's going to join all these letters where they connect. They were just separate letters that would have cut individually, but now they are all welded together and connected, except for where the G and the R do not touch. So now I'm going to right click and group. So that's going to make it, it would have been two pieces before with the G and then with the rest of the word, but now it's all one object. When you weld something together, it changes it from text to an object. So if I wanted to edit this, I can no longer double click on it and edit it and change the spelling or change what it says or change the font. So just be aware of that, that once it's welded, it's no longer text. I can't use any of my text objects over here. It is strictly an object. Okay, I'm going to move it over to the workspace now. And it is easier if you turn off the grid lines to do something like an offset. It does make it a little easier. Okay, so go down and there's a star with a border around it. That is your offset panel. So you want to open that. Make sure that your object is selected, and then choose offset. When you do that, it's going to create an outer border. You can also create an internal offset, and that's going to make all the border lines on the inside of your letters, but we don't want to do that on this project. That's a little bit deeper than we want to go today. So choose offset. The default is 0.125 inches. That is pretty wide of a border. I don't want it quite that wide. So what I do is I normally go down, and by hitting this down arrow, you can gradually take it down to the amount of offset you want. Once you get an offset you like, then you can just select this and type it in, and then hit apply. That's just the amount that I like, that I want to show. Especially if you're putting printed HTV on a shirt or on a bag or some item, if you put a brighter, a bolder contrasting or a bolder even coordinating color behind it, then it's really going to make that pop, and it's not going to kind of bleed into or meld into the object that you have it transferred onto. So I've got the offset. I'm gonna, and it, whenever you finish and you hit apply, these boxes, these selection boxes, they are around the offset, not around your original text object. So now it's showing them as two separate because the G and the R do not touch. So I am going to right click and group, and that keeps all of my offset together. Okay, Now I do want to come up here and I want to grab that word and I want to pull it down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut my lower layer, my background layer out of this. So it is going to be HTV, so I want to flip horizontally. And then I'm going to cut my primary color, my main top layer is going to be this word. It is going to be out of HTV also. They're going to be layered, so I do want to flip that horizontally. Now it's ready to cut. And so you can cut them separately. You can put two pieces of coordinating HTV on your cutting mat and cut them both at the same time. Whatever works best for you for cutting. And then once it's cut, I will press this layer down first, press this layer on top of it. And it's just a very easy press to do because it's easy to line them up since they don't stick until you actually apply the heat to it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm always here to help you. Thank you.